9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra Ex-Muslim Ex-Shia. I've been talking for uh, so many, how much? 1 hour or so, and my mic was muted because I think I joined some Shia website or what, how my mic was muted. And, not feeling well, hemorrhaging. And I was saying this in the end, and I didn't realize no one here to tell me. What great people. So, no helper, and I wasted so much. So, showing you that in Shia Islam is wrong, and helping the Shias to see this. So I'm going to open now in this. I haven't opened any tab on multilingual Quran. Again, I hope they don't mess with me. Their prophet being a multilingual Quran, being a caravan robber, and you can do this to ex-Muslims and disbelievers. Shias also. So on Surah Anfal ayats, again, oh my God, my whole live stream muted, right? So showing this on the screen, again, let's see if they do mischief to on me, on my live stream. Look at the Shias, what they've put here for Surah Anfal ayat 5. So now their prophet has nothing to do with this, the caravan robbing, they say, although Prophet Muhammad's complicity in this attack on Abu Sufyan's caravan of goods, right? If I show you this, I hope they don't mute me again. Peshawari Shia, who knows my Google account, maybe, I don't know what he's. So I'm going to now, I've used another account. I'm going to display this. Let's see if they can mute me here. So you see how the Shias, even commentary, so they chuck out Prophet Muhammad, and because Allah chucks, I think chucks out Prophet Muhammad in Surah 8 ayat 7, when Allah promised you of the two parties that it should be yours. It should be yours, right? And you loved that the one not armed should be yours. Who loved it? Who loved? Only the Muslims, or Prophet Muhammad was included in this? Huh? So let me see why this thing would be muted. How can I fix this? Got it. I didn't get it, but anyways, wait a minute, what's this? What's the second one here? Can you see? No. I cancel. Oh, helper. So I can't zoom this in, right? I have to choose. Am I muted now? Would I be muted? Okay, I'm not muted. So, Prophet Muhammad here, the Shias, and Allah's, because of Allah's ambiguity, and of course I blame the Shias too in this. See, the Holy Prophet learned that a caravan of the Quraysh laden with merchandise under Abu Sufyan was coming from Syria. Now, the Shia say that we have this religion has never been an aggressor. Our Holy Prophet was never aggressor. Imam Ali was never aggressor. This is what I learned when I was a Shia. I can't show you the ayats that the Shias talk about, but here in the tafsirs, I can show you. But I didn't see the ayats where Muslims are not the aggressors, right? So I have to take it from Imam Hussein saying I did not rise against against the Yazid and his army out of this or that. And the other thing is that there's an ayat that says that the believers, yes, there is this ayat that says the believers, just because they said Allah is our God or something, they were persecuted, attacked. Now, Surah, so I can just tell you this, right? Not show you the ayahs for now on this, helping the Shias to leave Islam. So first, the Christians helping, of course, you showed Sunnis helping the Sunnis to leave Islam, and then they're helping the Shia. I'm helping the Shias to leave Islam, right? I'm helping the Shias to leave Islam. So what I found in my research, again here, since the audio in my previous live stream also went, and before that also not good on screencasting. I don't know who's controlling my things. Okay. So the Shias, the Holy Prophet, since the Holy Prophet and Ahlul Bayt, they say, and even Allah says that they persecuted the Holy Prophet, they evicted him, they did this, Surah Tawbah ayat, Surah Anfal ayat 30. Remember when they persecuted you, and then Surah Tawbah ayat, would you not fight those who persecuted you, who started the war, or Jang-e-Badr? Who started first. Now, how was the Battle of Badr started? How did the Battle of Badr start? How was it started? By whom? So we've got to see this. The first battle against the polytheist pagan Arabs by the Muslims and the Holy Prophet. Who started it? So, and how did it start? So we see a whole lot of like not to the like it's blaming that Abu Jahl, the polytheists, for wanting to destroy the Muslims, as if the Muslims didn't do anything, right? In this Surah 8 ayat 5 of the Shia commentary, Aka Medipuya and Ali commentary, under Surah 8 ayat 5, that here they say that of Abu Jahl, the well-equipped Quraysh army coming from Makkah under the command of Abu Jahl in order to destroy the Muslims in Medina, right? In Medina, right? So they're blaming that Abu Jahl just came with 1,000 with his army to annihilate from the face of the earth the meager band, also this, of 313 Muslim believers, ill-fed, ill-fed, as if Allah cannot provide for them, and poorly equipped Muslims. So Allah sent angels in Surah 8 ayat of 8, right? Or which one? That is because they acted adversely to Allah and His Messenger, as if Allah and His Messenger didn't act adversely towards them, disbelievers. And whoever acts adversely to Allah and His Messenger, then surely Allah is severe in requiting. And also, when your Lord revealed to the angels, I'm with you, revealed to the angels, Surah 8, ayat 12, I'm with you, therefore make firm those who believe. So Allah is giving them angels here, but cannot provide for them. Strike off every fingertip of them. I will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve. Therefore, strike off their heads and strike off every fingertip of them. Muslim, Allah instilled terror into the hearts of the infidels in order to destroy their morale and sent angels. I think there were jinns sent because the jinns of Suleiman in the Quran ayat, the devils died for him and shayateen, and right, the devils. And Allah was the Hafiz. I don't think angels were sent. Why were they ill fed? Here, we're told by the Shia commentary, ill fed. And moreover, angels are provided for them. I think jinns came and helped them from the shayateen, the devils, not angels. I don't see angels helping any Shias in Pakistan against the persecution. So now, what the Shias have said here, so this is the beginning of, it's going to start. Jang-e Badr, the Battle of Badr is going to start. What's more is what the Shias say in multilingual Quran. Have you done your research properly? Have you cared to even do your research properly? The Shia Marja, the religious scholars, started with zero bias, zero prejudice, neutrality, they told us. And they would do this research, and they told us they found the Holy Prophet and the Ahlul Bayt true. Whereas my research showed from the Quran that no, and their tafsir, where they're wrong, where there are discrepancies, I'm showing you here in the Shia tafsir too. And of course, Allah's ayats, right? So we go to Surah 33 ayat. Um, Also, this, let me show you, right? Surah 33. Oh God, which ayat shall I go to? Where is it? 9. The weak in faith hypocrites were expecting certain end of the Holy Prophet openly accused him of telling morale he could from. Now, struggle between faith and infidelity. And Imam Ali tells Amr, don't forget this, by God, I do not like to put you to death because your father was my friend. Amr tells Imam Ali, I enjoyed many a feast at his dinner. Ali replied, there could be no friendship between belief and disbelief. So by Allah, I'm here to kill you. What does this mean? Of course, there's no friendship. So who's the aggressor? Who's the aggressor? Here it is. Ammar was described by the Holy Prophet as the personification of infidelity. Nevertheless, even such a person had a moral sense to give respect and have consideration for the son of the man who treated him well. But, but, the so called followers of the Holy Prophet, who not only guided them to the right path, but also took them out from the darkness of ignorance and depths of degradation to the light of civilization, harassed, persecuted, and killed his children in Karbala. Like they're saying for Amr, Amr at least had this, but Ali didn't. Ali didn't. And yet you're jumping to blame the Sunnis, Abu Bakr, um, Uthman, Umar, and who else? Muawiyah, Abu Sufyan, the followers of the Holy Prophet, right? Who have taken them as the Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman as their three Rashidun Caliph. Also Ali they took in the end, the fourth one, their Caliph. So who are being blamed here? Against Amr. So who do you blame, Shias? So now you're saying even Amr But you should blame Ali. You should blame Prophet Muhammad, your holy prophet. Right? Is the sound coming? But you should blame Ali. Oh my God. So the Marjas, Shia Marjas, when you started this, you told us, didn't you? I heard that you've done a thorough research and you found neutral as scientists. Now we're not talking about people like Taimur and Sakala and Haider who come here with no. Now, do you have any integrity? So I'm helping you. Please don't come like Sakala and Haider here. You wouldn't. I don't expect you. I had very high hopes. I thought that you really did your research thoroughly, honestly. The ones who have done marjas, Shia religious scholars also. Now, when you see this, please see this, what I've done, how I've done this research, and how I'm showing you. So, Amr was described by the Holy Prophet as the personification of infidelity, even then, nevertheless, meaning, even then, such a person had a moral sense. Yet Ali didn't go for that moral sense to give respect to Ali, meaning, and have consideration for the Son of Man who treated him well. Son of Man is Imam Ali and Abu Talib, but the so called followers of the Holy Prophet, who is the Son of Man, who treated him well. Imam Ali's father, Abu Talib. And he's telling he's telling Ali, by God, I do not like to put you to death. So when this, you see, and I'm not going to complete this, but, and then Ali tells him, I'm here to kill you because there could be no friendship between belief and disbelief. There could be no friendship between belief and disbelief. You're saying, nevertheless, Amr had some morals, and now you're Muslims. Why are they killing you, you know? Why are they persecuting you? According to them, you're mushriks, Shias. And mushriks are supposed to be killed. The way I saw the Quran ayats, they're in the right? Mushriks are supposed to be killed. Disbelievers, mushriks even. Surah Tawbah ayats. This, let me see if I'm not muted. I have to keep checking this. Mushriks are supposed to be killed. Killed. Surah 9 ayat 120. Arousing the anger. Taking steps to arouse the anger. Who? It's against the Medinan people and the people of Medina and the Bedouins around them in the neighborhood who never took steps to rouse the anger. When you take steps to rouse the anger, what happens? So disorderly manner, but nevertheless, I'm trying my best. I'm hemorrhaging. I don't have strength much. I think मुझे कोई शौक है. I have this to become a martyr or something, right? In this passion, being killed here, doing this. And Shias will also kill. What this? My battery, the battery is low. So now this. Shias would also get, like, there's death penalty for the apostates, right? They're apostates. They're apostates. Those who leave Shia Islam. Batteries. Okay, I'm charging this. Now see. So where was I? Where was I going? Another here. So Amar had some moral, and but Imam Ali didn't listen to him, right? So your own is saying here, your own And see the tragedy, the biggest tragedy here in Muslims, see, so-called followers of the Holy Prophet. But the so-called followers, see here, the so-called followers of the Holy Prophet who only guided them to the right path, also who not only guided them to the right path, tried to take them out of ignorance, degradation, arrest, light of civilization, to the light of civilization, harassed, persecuted, and killed his children in Karbala. Yazid and his army, the so called Muslims. Ammar was better than these so called Muslims, but why isn't Ali yielding to the appeal of Ammar? And I don't want to kill you. The Shias, look at this. So your tragedy is this also. Not only that your Holy Prophet, your research is all wrong, but you got him wrong here. You see in the multilingual Surah 8, Ayat 5. You got your Holy Prophet wrong. He's allowed, he's complicit, meaning the way you have written this also, look at this, right? Look at, let me show you, oh God, again, present, share screen again. Okay, did I show you this? Share this tab instead. Did I show you this? Ammar was described by the Holy Prophet as the personification of infidelity. Nevertheless, meaning nevertheless, even such a person had a moral sense. But my goodness, so I've said this is where I got it from. You see, I'm not lying. This, yet, the so called Muslims, followers of Prophet Muhammad, harassed, persecuted, and killed his children in Karbala. And after Karbala, till his last son and inheritor Imam Mahdi al-Qaim was taken up by Allah, as Isa was saying, and the struggle between faith and what does. So, civilized, harassed, persecuted, and killed the children in Karbala, the so-called Muslims, right? These are the Sunnis who follow Muawiyah, who followed, who've taken Muawiyah, no, Amir al-Mu'mineen, the commander of the faithful. They take Muawiyah also as commander of the faithful. Now you've said this here, harassed, persecuted, and killed the children in Karbala. How did the battle start, for God's sakes? The battle of Badr, the first battle. How did it start? Browser has lost connection. Sometimes this coming, sometimes that coming. How did the battle of, before it started, your prophet, at least you can see that he was complicit when the Muslims are attacking, or when the Muslims wanted to attack this, but he learned that the Muslims, he learned about Abu Sufyan's caravan coming from Syria full of goods. And so the Muslims are about to attack that caravan of Abu Sufyan, right? Then what happened is Abu Sufyan sent a message to Abu Jahl that the Muslims are planning to attack his caravan in order to seize the merchandise he was bringing from Syria. The Holy Prophet, as guided by Allah. Wait a minute. Please say it, that the Holy Prophet learned that a caravan of the Quraysh laden and the Muslims wanted to attack with the permission and order of the Holy Prophet, right? This caravan of Abu Sufyan that was also guarded but without unarmed, unarmed. Now, this also, it was unarmed, guarded. Your tafsir is saying here, guarded by only 40 unarmed men. Merchandise, caravan, captured. So, What is Allah saying here in Surah 8, Ayat 7? And when Allah promised you one of the two parties that it shall be yours, and you love the one not armed should be yours. Now you would say Prophet Muhammad is not in you here. Allah is not referring to you, to Prophet Muhammad. He's referring to the Muslims who love that the not the armed one should be yours. So they were not armed, but your thing has written, your tafsir is that guarded by only 40 unarmed men. Oh. And instead of confronting the strong army of 1,000 fully equipped warriors, your tafsir is saying about this ayat. But the Lord willed otherwise. So now he desired to put to test their faith and cut off the roots of the infidels. Put their, put what? Put to test their faith. But what about the Prophet's faith? No, now Prophet Muhammad was allowing this to happen, robbing and of caravan, right? Attacking of caravans and taking their goods. Prophet Muhammad was allowing it. See this, right? And then Prophet Muhammad was guided by Allah. Now the Nazil, now the revealed, the Quran verse Surah 8 ayat 7 has been revealed. So of course he left. What did he do? So now he left. He was with the Muslims to attack Abu Sufyan's caravan of merchandise goods coming from Syria. Why would he learn it? That a caravan of the Quraysh had, well, there's always something important, you say. When the Holy Prophet learned that a caravan of the Quraysh laden with merchandise under Abu Sufyan was coming from Syria, then you stop there and you jump to Abu Sufyan, sent a message to Abu Jahl that the Muslims are planning to attack his caravan. Muslims, with the order and permission of the Holy Prophet. So, of course, the Holy Prophet also loved this caravan. And you would say, now you put the blame on the Muslims? Because since the ayat has come that Allah wants you to, since you love these caravans to attack these caravans, but your Holy Prophet allowed it. With the knowledge of the Holy Prophet, since he learned, you are attacking the Muslims, are attacking the goods of caravan goods of Abu Sufyan, wanted to attack and all this. Now, what did Abu Sufyan, by sending Abu Jahl the message, what did they want? They wanted to stop the Muslims from attacking their or attacking the caravan of goods, right? And you're saying, no, no, no. Another thing, what the Shias are saying is destroy. They wanted to destroy, in order to destroy the Muslims in Medina. Even though some of the very close companions opposed this policy, there was a party which was not wholeheartedly submissive to the divine order. Oh, now the divine order has come. But Saad bin Ma'ad and Miqdad said, Miqdad. Oh, Imam Ali and Miqdad. No, sir. Here is Miqdad coming, Sahara. So we will do as the Holy Prophet commands. But the divine order has now come, and we see that divine order in Surah 8 at 7. This also, that when Allah promised you one of the two parties that it shall be yours, and you loved that the one not armed should be yours, and Allah desired to manifest the truth of what was true by his words and to cut off the root of the unbelievers, right? That he may manifest the truth of what was true and show the falsehood of what was false, though the guilty disliked. And when you sought aid, I think so Allah promised you one of the two parties that it shall be yours. And then you loved the one that not unarmed should be yours. This means that Allah wants you to attack, no, to defend yourselves and go for the armed army of the Quraysh, right? So Abu Jahl, in order to destroy the Muslims in Medina, sent the army, or did he send the army to Abu Sufyan so that his caravan would be protected from these attacks by the Muslims by the permission and order of the Holy Prophet? Huh? Or just destroy the Muslims in Medina? So, those who were averse to fighting were not convinced that it was a wise or prudent decision. Therefore, they felt as if they were being driven to death while death was staring them in the face. They were frightened and perturbed, disturbed. It was the first trial Muslims were put to, fitna, to, in order to prove their faith in the truth. What faith in the truth? You are causing fitna here by attacking. You are causing mischief here. You are the criminals by attacking Abu Sufyan's guarded but without arm caravan full of goods, with the knowledge of Prophet Muhammad as he learnt. So, can you Shia say directly that he's agreeing that since and art he agreed, he learned, so he was under the knowledge, he had the knowledge, or what, how do you say it, planning to attack his caravan, Abu Sufyan, Muslims. And moreover, so if he's complicit, if you say silent, so of course he loved, he's agreeing, so of course, and the Muslims are being, you loved that being blamed by Allah, you love that you should get the arms, the unarmed one. How Allah's put it really Shakir also, and that and that all this, and Allah only gave it good news, and that your hearts might be at ease thereby, the victory. Security and calm for you, when He caused calm to fall on you as a security from Him. But when you're robbing the armed force, the unarmed caravan, this is mischief, right? By the Muslims. And you see, I also saw this in Surah Tawbah ayat. No, Surah Anfal ayat we're going to, not Surah Tawbah now. Yes, yes. And see how I did my research. I saw this. Um, it's for Prophet Muhammad against the polytheists and the disbelievers, right? Surah Anfal ayat. Surah Anfal ayat 49 at 49. No. Surah Anfal ayat 30. 30. My hand isn't set on this computer also. So it's a bit difficult. I don't use the computer much. I'm on the computer. On this, I can only show through the computer. These, and remember a prophet, when the disbelievers conspire to capture, kill, or exile you. Capture, kill, or exile you? They planned, but also Allah planned, and Allah is the best of planners. Now, why would they want to, disbelievers conspire to capture Prophet Muhammad, kill him, or exile him? You know why? I saw the other ayats. Please see the other ayats in Surah Tawbah ayats and other ayats, where you see from the very beginning, Allah would not allow, because He also made it in Surah Nisa ayat, unforgivable deed or sin to against mushriks, right? Being mushriks, associating with Allah someone, even not besides Allah, but with Allah someone. Allah could not stand this. That means Allah couldn't stand the mushriks. Now, from the beginning of spreading the message of Allah or Islam, the ayahs of Allah, wouldn't you say to bring a Surah Tawbah ayats that say kill them, like wouldn't you say that you would conspire to capture the polytheists, kill them, unless they kill the polytheists? Surah Tawbah, from the very beginning, unless they accept Islam, right? But maybe Allah gave them time, but eventually killed them if they don't become Muslims. And Allah even threatened the Ahl Kitab. What confirms, what has come down, confirms what is in your books, that you accept Islam, or else I will, Allah says, I will obliterate your faces, or turn you on your backs, or curse you. Three conditions. One of them He would do, right? So kill or exile. So then you removed the polytheists, Surah Tawbah, yes. But I saw from the very beginning, actually, Allah was wanting to establish Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Islam in Makkah and in Yathrib and around the world, in Arabia, right? But start from Makkah. He started from Makkah with this Prophet he chose. And wouldn't they be then captured and capture, kill? Surah 9, Ayat 5. And it's not only those who have broken a treaty, the polytheists who have broken a treaty, right? And anyways, in Surah 9 ayat, so we see against the polytheists, so to kill those who have kept their treaty and haven't even uh, befriended or helped those who have been against the Muslims or against Islam. But when the term is over, the 4 months given to them, then kill them. So now you have an obligation to keep the treaty with them, and Allah has given you now, even though the treaty could have gone on forever, but now the term is 4 months are given against those who haven't even broken the treaty with you and who haven't even helped anyone against you, Muslims. So now the treaty comes to not until you live together. You have to keep this treaty. But 4 months. And then these people also would be killed. These poor polytheists who have done nothing against you, Muslims. So see that also. Why didn't you see it like this? So like Abraham also did, and I could see through the eyes for the polytheists of Prophet Muhammad's time, that their Allah was against them, would not accept their religion, would not forget acceptance, would not forgive shirk, would not forgive polytheism. And how can and another thing is those ayats where they give water to the pilgrims, how can they, and they can't even maintain Masjid al-Haram, the masjids, masajid, there's plural form for masjid. So the polytheists had masjids, maintaining masjids. How many masjids are there in Makkah that Prophet Muhammad made? And you think Kaaba, Kaaba, Kaaba. There's only one Kaaba therein. So there were masjids of polytheists, right? That Allah would not accept. How can they maintain? There's another ayat in Surah Tawbah or where? Surah Anfal. How can these disbelievers who disbelieve in Allah, like Allah of Islam wants you to believe, be maintaining masjids? Huh? Just because they disbelieve Allah is saying, how can they maintain? There's another ayat which says, how can they maintain since, they broke the Masjid al-Haram, since if this and that. But this ayat also is there, that just because they are disbelievers, they cannot maintain masjids. And this masjid could be from an Arab polytheism word, their temples, sacred, like masjid, your mosques, masjids. So you could have taken it, plagiarized, because Allah also they believed in. And their Allah was a God for them, right? for the politics. So this also see. So I could not take this ayat if you want me. So you say, why don't you look at this ayat, what they did, and then in Surah Tawbah comes at why don't you fight them, right, when they've started it. Now they started the battle. Jangib, the politics started the battle, we are told. Why don't you fight them when they started to fight you? Surah Tawbah ayat, right? Surah Tawbah ayat, so is it? Let me see if my mic is, yeah, mic is okay. I don't think I should come on that old, someone could be, because they invited me, these Daimur guys, the gang, criminals, and I went with that, on that, yeah. So I think something to do with these people have, these Pakistanis and Peshawari. In London, they can break, like put break things, law. How do you say it? Okay, I'm hemorrhaging and fraudulent things. Even as your Lord caused you to go forth from your house with truth, the party of the believers were of. Where am I? Oh, I'm on 8, Surah 8, ayat 5. Okay, I've searched this out. Let me see. How do you explain Surah 9, ayat 29? Fight those who do not believe. No, no, not 29, but where is it? If they repent, establish. So which? Surah 9, ayat 14? It's difficult. Huh? Why don't you fight them? Allah will punish them. Surah 9, ayat 24 or 14? I don't know. It's very slow. Opening pages here and or 24. Right? So I couldn't take those ayats. And I showed you the deception in those ayats. That, this, you say that when all, oh, if they fight you, then fight them. Even the Sunnis, some Sunnis believe that, right? Removing rage from their hearts, pardon. Where's that ayat that do you believe things that left without proving among it's truly struggle? What's that ayat if they fight you? Really angry with this. I hope one day I find a IT. Come on, where are you? You for humanity? Don't be biased. This is for truth. So, rich people, I need help from you against my enemies who don't want you to see this. The Shias even, and you don't fight them. And you say, why don't you fight? Why don't you fight them since they started first? Started what? Surah 9. 20, the Quran discuss. No. Oh my God. Fight in defense. See 24. Why don't you fight them? Because they started first. Now you see, I can't find that ayat right now on this. Maybe you'll see it on my muted, automatically muted previous live stream. मुझे लगता है मुझे शौक है अपने आप को मारने का. So, are you Shias going to give me an death penalty? Confine me and make me starve and thirst until I have to believe that this is the truth. By doing that, you are so aggression. What is aggression also? You are forcing me without research, without this. That I've done and I'm showing you. So I'm saving my lives and those lives who will leave Shia Islam. You have no right to kill us, take our lives, right? Fight them because they started the war first? How did Jang-e-Badr start? And see the discrepancies I'm showing you in your Quran ayats by Allah and in your tafsirs. Surah 8, ayat 7, who are you to not include? The Holy Prophet who loved with the Muslims, who loved the unarmed? Now the revelation has come. Even your tafsir shows the revelation has come. And since, look at the meaning of aggression here. Let's see the meaning of aggression. So don't forget Surah 9, ayat 120. You believers are supposed to arouse the anger, take steps to rouse the anger of the polities, the disbelievers, right? Feelings of anger. So, no, we didn't take the sword. We didn't do anything bad to them. We just robbed their caravans, attacking their caravans, and that's because of a repayment, right? Wikipedia will give you on the Battle of Badr how it started, uh, what Prophet Muhammad believed in Battle of Badr. Directly tell you, right? Wikipedia directly tell you this. Sunni, from the Sunni side or what side? Anyways, we have here directly telling you that Muhammad took keen interest in capturing Meccan caravans, not the Muslims attacking them. The Muslims are attacking them because Muhammad took a keen interest in capturing Meccan caravans full of goods also. Just the caravans. After his migration to Medina, seeing it as repayment for his people, the Muhajirun. A few days before the battle, when he learnt of a Meccan caravan returning from the Levant, led by Abu Sufyan ibn Harb, Muhammad gathered a small expeditionary force to capture it. A few days before the battle, when he learnt of a Meccan caravan returning from the Levant, led by Abu Sufyan ibn Harb, or Abu Sufyan's caravan. It was a caravan. Muhammad gathered a small expeditionary force to capture it. Abu Sufyan, learning of the Muslim plan to ambush his caravan, which the Shia say is full of merchandise, of goods, changed course and took a longer route away from Muhammad's base at Medina. And sent a messenger to Makkah asking for help. Amr ibn Hisham commanded an army nearly 1,000 strong. So now, back to Shia side. See, this is what your prophet has done. They are not innocent. So they wanted the repayment for being, okay, their homes, being exiled from their homes, but they could be exiled from their homes because they were against polytheism, their religion, and their idols and their gods. harassing the polities in Makkah, wanting them to leave this religion. That's what they did. Then kill them if they don't embrace Islam. If they don't accept Islam, become Muslims, kill them. Surah Tawbah ayats are clear on that, right? Or not? Or we hold some ayats. Because you're Allah being ambiguous also, the ambiguity in Allah, but kill them, right? Even those who have kept the treaty and haven't done anything against, haven't joined your enemy against you, haven't helped your enemy against you, kill them when the term is over. So when the treaty, which goes on forever with the polities until you live together, has to be shortened now to 4 months, then kill them if you find them as polities in Makkah and not, not converting to Islam, kill them. That's what it is. So now you see the Holy Prophet is guided by Allah. Please see the Wahi, the revelation has now come since uh, since Abu Sufyan sent, this is Shia tafsir, Sufyan sent a message to Abu Jahl that the Muslims are planning to attack his caravan. So now what happens is that the Wahi has come to Prophet Muhammad, Surah 8, Ayat 7. And when Allah promised you one of the two parties, now that it shall be yours, and you love the one that the one not armed should be yours. Of course, the Muslims were not loving or anything. They were just asked to attack for their own, so to get, because they were their belongings, their homes were taken. They were taken out of their homes. They were exiled from Makkah, and the belongings were taken. So now their caravans were attacked with the knowledge and order of the Holy Prophet. So they wanted to get the repayment like this from the Makkan polytheists, the Muslims. Who's saying about loving or anything? But why is Allah saying about loving? Now your Holy Prophet as guided by Allah. Now the ayat has come since Abu Sufyan has sent a message to Abu Jahl that the Muslims were planning to attack his caravan to protect the caravans, not destroy the Muslims in Medina. As you have put here, Abu Jahl, in order to destroy the Muslims in Medina, for God's sakes. You're against them, you're saying this like you're Allah, against the polytheists, exaggerated forms and not to the point. What is the truth in this case? Before the battle and the caravan robbing by the Muslims. So, see this, not destroying, just for protection for Abu Sufyan's caravan of goods. Then opposed this policy, very close. In order to destroy, even though some of the very close companions opposed this policy, okay, there was a party which was not wholeheartedly submissive to the divine order, but party of the Muslims to the divine order now having come, that now, oh my God. So now Allah is putting the blame on these Muslims who love that the not so armed. Look how Allah's put it. You love that the one not armed should be yours. This means, what does this mean? Although with the Prophet and his knowledge, they've been attacking, or they wanted to attack Abu Sufyan's. So only one time. And they didn't want to fight. But what is the fight for? Abu Jahl's army sent to protect Abu Sufyan's. Abu Jahl's army sent to protect Abu Sufyan's caravan from being attacked by the Muslims with the knowledge of the Holy Prophet, and even maybe with the order, command of the Holy Prophet to do that. Or if you say it's complicit, then he's silent, then he's one of these criminals attacking. And where else have you exaggerated in this ambiguity against an exaggeration against the polytheists? So those who are averse to fighting are convinced it felt as if they were driven to death while death was. This is ayat, right? Previously, before this. So fourth, and we took you out of the house in truth. Allah is so ambiguous, I tell you. There are the believers in truth, they shall have no. These are ones who agree to Prophet Muhammad, going out with Prophet Muhammad for the truth, war. Those keep, oh, sorry, where is it? These are the believers in truth. No, no, these, even as they caused you, the party of the believers were surely averse. And where does it say that they were being led? They dispute, oh, sixth, it's the sixth ayat of Surah Anfal. They disputed with you about the truth after it had become clear, as if they were being driven to death while they saw it. Right? So here's the tafsir of it, okay? So driven to death, Shia tafsir, while death was staring at them, at the staring them in the face. They were frightened and perturbed, disturbed. And it was the first trial Muslim fitna Muslims were put to in order to prove their faith in the truth in Islam or what. It was also, so now they have to fight Abu Jahl's army. It was also a clear proof that the Holy Prophet was the true messenger of Allah, caravan robber, because unless it was so, he would not have risked total annihilation of the handful of Muslims. Risked. Certain to take place if Allah had not assured him that they would win the battle. Okay, they were ill fed. Allah provides them angels here, but Allah doesn't provide them food, right? Provision. And what happens? Allah doesn't provide them food, but provides them angels. Maybe they were jinns, devils, who died for Suleiman also. That's how he won. God knows how he won, but we're told, and this is from Islamic history. This is from the victors, okay? Of course, and we're told, oh, Hind went for Hamza's liver, chewing it after having killed him. She didn't forsake Hamza's liver also. How terrible these polytheists were. But here, no, no, they were the Muslims who, with the knowledge of the Holy Prophet, attacking Abu Sufyan's army, were just the, caravan of good were just what? Doing a great job. They had been, so they do this attack. Please, this is mischief. This is a crime. This is a crime. And then Allah says that He may manifest the truth of what was true, show the falsehood of what was false, though the guilty disliked it, the mujrim, the criminals disliked it. As if the Muslims themselves were not criminals here, attacking the caravan of Abu Sufyan, right? And it was also not armed. They just had 40 unarmed men. 40 unarmed men. So this also, right? Now, you see, going back here now, coming here, Amr was described by the Holy Prophet as a personification of infidelity. Nevertheless, even such a person had a moral sense to give respect and have consideration for the son of the man who treated him well. Son of the man who treated him well, right? Son of the man is Abu Talib, the son is Ali. But Ali didn't, right? Get this. Ali killed him, saying, no, there can be no friendship between belief and disbelief. So you find out that the polytheists will be killed, and that's why they had to, in the first place, evict Holy Prophet to go after his life, as you would go after. Muslims are told by Allah to go after the lives of the polytheists. How to say it? That's my problem, right? Then we have these Ahl al-Bayti saying, we see in the tafsir, excuse me, tafsir in Surah Hazab ayat, right? What do we see? Surah Hazab ayat 9? No. No, let's go to Surah Hazab ayat. So I'm going and I'll show you here. Surah Hazab ayat 60 to 61, right? Here it is, right? Let me put it on the screen, share this tab on the screen. Now, let me just check if, yeah, no mute. I am not muted. No, I'm not muted. And I'm going the way I did in my previous live stream. I don't know how I got muted there. So you see now the Bayt, this is the Shia tafsir. If the hypocrites and those in whose hearts is a disease, and the agitators in the city do not desist, we shall most certainly set you over them. And then they shall not be your neighbors in it, but for a little while. Now the elevate here, in fact, it was these hypocrites who annoyed, persecuted, and killed the Ahlul-Bayt of the Holy Prophet, till the disappearance of that last Imam al-Qaim, after the departure. Wait, where shall I? The history written by their associators. The history written by their associates and followers do not mention them. Their activities plotting to undermine the divine mission of the Holy Prophet. And now the divine mission of the Holy Prophet is not accepting their religion. It's not only just proclaiming Islam or the ayats of Allah, the message of Allah. It's also not accepting their religion. He's not going to let them stay in Makkah. See that also from his side. And it's Allah's side, right? The Holy Prophet's Allah's side. He's not going to let them remain in the land, whether Yathrib or Makkah, the polytheists or the Jews, Yathrib, the Jews or the polytheists. Now that he's in Yathrib. So, but history written by, what do the Shia tafsir, what does the Shia tafsir say? The history written by their associates and followers do not mention them, their activities, plotting and undermining the divine mission of the Holy Prophet. But history written by their associates and followers do not mention them. Moreover, their activities at all, and their activities at all, after the departure of the Holy Prophet, okay, from the world. In fact, it was these hypocrites, fact for the Shias. In fact, it was these hypocrites who annoyed, persecuted, and killed the Ahlul Bayt of the Prophet, of the Holy Prophet, till the disappearance of the last Imam, 12th Imam, Imam Mahdi, Imam Hassan Askari's son, and continued the persecution of their followers in all ages. The hypocrites, the enemies, here also, see, the hypocrites, the disbelievers, and the enemies of truth. Enemies of truth. Now, I found this religion to be false, right? Like the way I've been taking you and showing you it. in a disorderly manner, and my best is like negative -1, but I'm trying my best to show you. So these hypocrites and disbelievers and the enemies of truth had been seized and destroyed by Allah in the time of earlier prophets, and Allah undertakes a verse like enemies are, please, as if you are not against your Allah, your holy prophet, your Ali is not against other religions and would not kill. Of course, you're going to kill the polytheists and those who do not embrace Islam. Now, even the Jews who have taken Azra, so that poor group, little group, that's not mentioned anywhere in the Jewish history, who take Azra as the God, son of God, or what, will be killed, right? Surah Tawbah is not only in Makkah, but the Ahli Kitab are also mentioned. So in Medina also they would be killed. So taking Surah Tawbah, it's also against the Ahle Kitab, not only the polytheists, because the polytheists now of Makkah, but also the polytheists of Jews become polytheists, Christians become polytheists, and this leads to them becoming disbelievers in this religion, right? And infidels and all this. Now, and so we see, I mean, come on. In fact, it was these hypocrites who annoyed, persecuted, and killed the Ahlul Bayt as if, please, first of all, these are not hypocrites. Abu Sufyan just wanted them, the Muslims, not to attack his caravan full of goods. Abu Sufyan at that time was an infidel, polytheist, hypocrite, disbeliever for the Sunnis and the Shias, both. But then for Sunnis say embraced, the Shias say so-called Muslim, right? Hypocrites who annoyed, persecute, how else shall I put it? Killed the Ahlul Bayt later on. So, and then the so-called these so-called hypocrites who even persecuted the followers in all ages of the Shias, the Ahlul Bayt and the Holy Prophet, the followers of Imam Ali, persecution of their followers and all ages by the so-called Sunnis. Okay, right? So come back to this. Ammar was described by the Holy Prophet as so. He had a moral sense to give respect and have consideration for the son of man. The poor Ali has killed him and said, no, 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 this is your so-called, whom you call the so-called hypocrites. So Ali, oh my God, how to put it to you? Do you get it? There could be no, there, Ali replied to Ammar here, there could be no friendship between belief and disbelief. So please see, it boils down to belief and disbelief. And please don't tell me that because they broke treaties and now hold on to this, to hear the word of protection and take them to a safe place, Surah Tawbah. Hold on to this and be upright with them, O Muslims, with the polytheists, Surah Tawbah. No, no. There could be no friendship between belief and disbelief. So by Allah, I'm here to kill you. That's it. Now, what are you talking about? Hypocrites and annoying us and even like harassed the so-called followers of the Holy Prophet who did not believe in the Ahlul Bayt. These are the hypocrites. Now, these are the hypocrites for you. And who made these hypocrites? Who made them like this? The Holy Prophet did. Who made Abu Sufyan call Abu Jahal? So you see, if you're going to like take Surah 9, Ayat 120, right? Take steps and say this is a repayment, and also forget that. No, no, bring that how to put it. You have attacked their caravans, and that's how the Jang-e-Badr started. But yeah, you're blaming them for harassing, persecuting, killing. But you're going to kill them anyways, right? Kill the children in Karbala and after Karbala. It's, so see where your discrepancies are. Shias also, so you may leave this religion. Sunnis I help, but not through their much wanting to help both of them. So first I had to show you Shias help you. So I can't show you like the Christian politics showing you. The Christian apologists showing you, taking you to the hadiths, Quran ayats too, but hadiths. Persecuted and killed his children in Karbala. Persecuted and killed. Wait a minute. So you're saying Ammar was described by the Holy Prophet as a personification of infidelity. Nevertheless, even then, such a person had a moral sense to give respect. I hope this person who wrote this left Islam, right? So it's Prophet Muhammad and Ali and your Allah. Why are you blaming the so-called Muslims here in this ayat? Huh? Why are you blaming the so-called Muslims? Have no regard, no consideration, no moral sense. It's Ali. It's Prophet Muhammad. And then you come here and you blame. This is why. This is the tragedy you've been put in fitna. Great fitna. Great. This is why. Who? Because of who? Allah promised to have fulfilled. Ali Prophet. No. Annoyed, persecuted, killed the Ahlul Bayt. In fact, it was these hypocrites who annoyed, persecuted, killed the Ahlul Bayt. Also, see, how shall I show you? Where shall I go? So here I'm a bit cut off the roots of the infidels. Manifest truth. Okay, so give me some time, right? So you see what has happened here. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? It is your own people, 1 hour, 13 minutes, my God. I'm so slow. Our time passes here for me. Fast. I wouldn't, it would be difficult to watch a 1 hour, 13 minute. See, oh God. I want to keep it short, but I can't. So you see, Shias, if you, okay, no, right? How can Prophet Muhammad attack a caravan which is unguarded? It's assaulting unarmed people. For the repayment, it's like it's not allowed, right, in Islam, but it is allowed. I can't find a Quran ayat to tell you that this is not allowed. Only that they loved this unarmed one when Allah wanted them to. But now Allah wanted, now, it doesn't say now in the Quran ayat, I understand. But the other Quran ayats say, sometimes, it is very, Allah has been very ambiguous and unclear, and it's very difficult to. I've already done a live stream before this to show you again and again and articulate it. So don't blame the Sunnis, right? Blame Ali, who had no morals, like Amr did, the personification of infidelity. And you have this ayat against Al Imran, verse 28. You can't be friends with the Ahl Kitab, even, right? And now, of course, kill them. So all that, the Quran ayats coming in a mess, telling you if they don't fight you, don't fight them. No, all that is, it has holes, it has discrepancies. We can't take that from one, two, or majority of Muslims even. because what I've seen through here is that even you, Shias, who claim to have done this thorough research, are wrong. They threw you out because the Allah, Prophet, holy prophets, Allah would not allow mushriks. He was going to do this. See, any little average intelligent person, average intelligence, can see this. Reasonable person can see this. And for this case to decide that the aggressors, Ali, holy prophet, see, Ali. And then, moreover, you yourself are saying, nevertheless, even such a person had a moral sense, but these so called followers of the Holy Prophet don't have what Amr had. Why? Because they're being like Ali. There could be no friendship between disbelief and belief. And who are the disbelievers? Shias, you are the mushriks, right? And according to these so called followers of the Holy Prophet, what are you? What are you, Shias? You are the mushriks, meaning you are the infidels. And even you have written infidels in your tafsirs here somewhere. Against the infidels. These are the evil people, should be, right? Infidels, right? And Ali here should battlefield, readiness, destroy Muslims. No. Ali where? Here. Do you call on Ali? How many ayats are there? I know one ayat I found in on Shafa, that you could, it's implied, but many ayats that not even don't call on anyone with Allah, right? The hypocrites, disbelievers, enemies of truth have seized and destroyed by Allah. Had been seized and destroyed by Allah in the times of earlier prophets. Wait a minute. What did I open earlier on? Where Ali is supposed to kill the apostates, right? Surah in multilingual Quran. What I can't remember in my previous live stream. Let me go to multilingual Quran again. Right? Oh, say right. So are you getting me? Am I made a mistake by going to Surah Anfal or Surah Tawbah ayat. Surah Tawbah ayat. Ali is supposed to kill the infidels. What number was it? Surah Tawbah ayat. Can't remember now. Oh, no. It's here, I think. Surah Tawbah ayat. Surah 33, ayat 9. So-called followers, the victory of Ali on the day of the ditch. I can't find it. Ali is supposed to kill apostates too, right? Like you would kill the apostates. Death penalty, give them death penalty. For the females, it's confine them for 3 days. Like also you cannot give her water, keep her hungry, whatever, and confine her until you force her to come back to Shiasa. Or then if she doesn't even after that, then death penalty, execution, or whatever for her. Here it says 10,000. for the Battle of Khandak. For the Battle of Badr, there were 1,000, and Abu Jahl wanted to protection. He sent his army to protect the caravan of Abu Sufyan that would have been attacked by the Muslims, not to destroy the Muslims or kill them, right? And find it. And another thing is that fitna you have fallen into. Oh God, this also. Surah 8, no, Surah 9, ayat. So you have fallen into fitna. He said, you see the ambiguity of your Allah. In Surah 9, ayat 49, I think it is. Let me check. Oh, there are some of them who say, exempt me. Yeah, so it starts with the among them are they who say, exempt me. There's some like exempt me and do not expose me to temptation. This is fitna. And Allah has said, fitna is worse than killing in Surah Baqarah ayat 190 over. So exempt me, this could mean exempt me, do not kill me if I do not accept Islam, or if I, excuse me, or if I don't want to help the Prophet going to war against the army, against the adversary, right? Disbelievers, army of the disbelievers. Exempt me and do not expose me to temptation. They have already fallen into temptation, and hell will surely engulf the disbelievers. What do the Shias say on this? Surah 9, ayat 49, multilingual Quran. Your Allah is so ambiguous. Why is there this ambiguity? Oh God, it's taking me to StreamYard. Surah 9, ayat 49. Oh, and among them, see commentary for verse 47. 47. Had they gone forth with you, they would not have added to you. Oh, yeah, it is on going forth with the Holy Prophet for the expedition of Tabuk. And here, yeah, it means, no, your Allah is not that ambiguous. Here. And among them, there is he who says, allow me and do not try me. Surely into try, yeah. So I had to, yeah, it's true. I had to look at verse 47. I was wrong. A large number of hypocrites were with the Holy Prophet in the expedition of Tabuk, although most of them stayed at Medina, yeah, staying back from war, from helping the Holy Prophet in the expedition of Tabuk. Yeah. So sorry, yeah, I'm wrong in this and I correct myself. I apologize for this. There were hypocrites who stayed behind. But in fitna you have fallen, God tells them. So should I use this ayat or should I just, let me see. And among them there is he who says, allow me and do not try me for fitna. After the battle of Hunain, they were plotting to kill him at the first available opportunity. At the time when he was passing through a lowland while returning from the Tabuk expedition, 12 hypocrites tried to carry out their plot but failed. because in that very moment when they were about to strike, a lightning flashed and they ran away. So Allah is protecting him, right? Allah is a lightning flashed. Now, please, oh my God. So, what about against the wives of the Prophet? Annoying him, so he had to, right? If lightning had flashed against Aisha and Hafsa, Surah Tahrim ayat doesn't say that. Oh, goodness. So, from one thing point to another. Okay. Okay, here it says, allow me. And so, what's in the expedition of Tabuk? Also, check that, right? Although I was wrong here, it's not leave me, I don't want to become a Muslim, but uh, it's now this about the battle, uh, helping Prophet Muhammad in battles and joining the battle when he calls you to for battle, then you have to join him. A true believer bravely faces the consequences of misfortune and offers thanks when he receives blessings and bounties. King of Martyrs, events of Karbala. Okay, so somewhere I'm wrong. But does that make you right? No. It makes you wrong completely, right? Your basic thing is wrong. Say spend willingly or unwillingly. The hypocrites who used to plot secretly against the Holy Prophet and his mission sometimes made a show of spending in the cause of Allah. Oh, goodness. Nothing hinders their. I can't believe in this. Do you know why I'm saying, oh goodness, oh goodness? I'm sick and tired now. I've seen where you have been wrong. And if you think you have been right here, your Allah certainly this sort, and I have been wrong. Think about those. Go to the other Quran ayat, Surah Tawbah ayats, and see they will be killed. But now his Allah has jumped to the battles, right? And they didn't help Prophet Muhammad. Surah Fat ayat also, they didn't want to. They said we're busy. They were called hypocrites. They don't want to help Prophet Muhammad. And so, okay, here Allah is telling you that they don't want, okay, against them. They swear by Allah that they are most surely of you, and they are not of you, but they are a people who are afraid. If they could find a refuge or a cave or a place to enter into, they would certainly have turned thereto, running away in all haste. And of them, so how badly it's put against these, perhaps the Ahl Kitab, the Madinan people, right? Here, Madinan people. And of course, then from here, it goes on about say he is who believes everything that he hears say. And they also say molest the Prophet. And it goes on, they swear to you by Allah that they might please you. And Allah, as well as His Messenger, has a greater right that they should please Him if they are believers. So now more against these hypocrites, descriptions and all. The hypocrites fear lest a chapter should be sent down to them, telling them plainly of what is in their hearts. This is what the chapter was revealed. Chapters upon chapters, ayats upon ayats revealed about the hypocrite. I found the Messenger of Allah to be, and Imam Ali, right? And all this. So go on mocking. And if you should question, so it goes on now to these hypocrites. Men and women are all alike. They enjoin evil and forbid good and withhold their hands, and so much Allah has promised the hypocritical. Now you see, these ayats all go since Prophet Muhammad has fallen in this category of hypocrisy for against them. They swear by Allah that they do not speak, and they swear by Allah that they did not speak, and certainly they did speak. I don't believe in your Allah. I I know what your Allah spoke against the polytheists and the Holy Prophet against the polytheists, even robbing their caravans. This is established. Shias, the word of unbelief and disbelief after the Islam, uh, and they had determined upon what they had not been able to effect, and they did not find fault except because Allah and His Messenger enriched them out of His grace. Very good. We came to this ayat, right? Except Allah, because Allah and His Messenger enriched them out of His grace. Whose grace? Allah and His Messenger comes in Allah's grace. Not only Allah, but His Messenger also enriched them, right? You see this? Surah 9, ayat 74. Now, these ill fed, how was Allah and His Messenger enriching these ill fed? According to the Shia tafsir, 313 Muslims ill fed. So here, you see how the Muslims, here you put this. How do you delete that? Like, how do you, here, these poor ill fed, for, to make us feel very, very, they were so poor, but Allah enriched them. Oh, yeah, ill fed. Now, okay, they won the war, the Battle of Badr, but they were, the polytheists were not the aggressors. These were Muslims, were the Holy Prophet, and the Muslims attacking the caravans were like 313 ill-fed, but they won the battle, and they were ill-fed, and yet they won the battle. You're telling us this, okay? You don't want us to be sympathizing, saying, but they were ill-fed. Wow, they won the battle because now. But before this, Allah did not enrich them, right? They were ill fed, these Muslims, 313. Get it? Hope you get it. Did I share? I've shared, yeah? Now this one. Except because Allah and His Messenger enriched them out of His grace. Really, it makes my blood boil now. So they swear by Allah that they did not speak anything against what you are saying, your Allah is saying. And certainly they did speak, but alas. So this all is really 12 hypocrites who plotted to kill the Holy Prophet. Now, do you expect me to believe all this exaggeration? For me, it's exaggeration. I've found so much against even Shias now. And this I have been showing you step by step. Now, is this enough or not for now? Right? Equipped Muslims, poorly also. Allah and oh my God, what else can I show? There's so much to show you, Shias. But here, where shall I end? While Ali and Hamza were in the bed. Okay. Now let's see, coming back to Surah 8, Ayat 5, Shia Tafsir. The Holy Prophet met the advancing army of Quraysh at Badr, situated a 3 days' journey from Medina. Those who were averse to fighting were not convinced that it was a wise or prudent decision. Therefore, they felt as if they were being driven to death while death was staring them in the face. They were frightened and perturbed. It was the first fitna trial Muslims were put to in order to prove their faith in the truth. Okay, I've read this. It was also clear. It was also a clear proof the Holy Prophet was the true messenger of Allah. So this is how the battle started. Who are the aggressors? If someone makes you angry, steals your caravans, Okay, you have evicted them, but there's a good reason why you have evicted them. And I found a very good reason for the polytheists for evicting Holy Prophet, right? Because his Allah and he himself would not accept polytheism. And from the very beginning, I saw that this was his Allah's and his aim to clear out the polytheists, not even make them maintain the masjids, their masjids in Makkah, clear them out from Makkah. Okay? And who arouse, who don't, they don't take the steps, the Medinan people, but how Holy Prophet and his Allah have taken steps and the Muslims with them and Ali to arouse the anger of the disbelievers. Surah 9 at 120. Right? So the polities had the right to evict the Holy Prophet from Makkah. He wouldn't do without his Allah. I wouldn't allow them to practice or like practice their religion. And now we see in Surah Tawbah, we saw. Then the Holy Prophet's companions, acclaimed as the heroes of Islam, watched the fighting from a safe distance, unconcerned spectators. In addition to the decision of the Holy Prophet took not to attack the caravan and take possession of the rich booty, but to fight against the Quraysh army. Why do you think, in addition, why do you think the decision now of the Holy Prophet would be not to attack the caravan? But that doesn't mean he didn't allow them to do this in the first place. Now, in addition to the decision taken by the Holy Prophet not to attack the caravan and take possession of the rich booty, but to fight against the Quraysh army. It, it's not because he wasn't doing this, he wasn't allowing the Muslims, but because. And when Allah promised you, Surah, it has been guided by Allah. See, see, again, don't let this deceive you, Shias. The Holy Prophet, as guided by Allah, decided to leave the caravan. Which caravan? That he was going to, huh? The Muslims were going to attack, right? Planning to attack Muslims. Which caravan? Abu Sufyan's caravan. His caravan? Did he decide to leave his caravan? Was he on a caravan? Was he also, no, he must be on a camel or a horse, right? Oh my God. So when the decision of Allah came to now go for this one, the army of the polytheists, then in addition to the decision the Holy Prophet took not to attack, see, he decides, right? That's why the Muslims were attacking. And he remaining complicit, silent, even if you say, don't say anything. Muslims are planning to attack his caravan, Abu Sufyan's caravan. Prophet Muhammad had learned that a caravan of the Quraysh laden. He was near that caravan. The Holy Prophet, as guided by Allah, decided to leave the caravan that the Muslims were planning to attack. Abu Sufyan's caravan, leave that caravan. Right? Do you get it? So thank God I came here. The Holy Prophet decided not to attack the caravan. Otherwise, he would have decided to attack the caravan of Abu Sufyan and take possession of the rich booty of the caravan of Abu Sufyan, but to fight against the Quraysh army. Right? Let us say, because Abu Sufyan called and they came, Abu Jahl. He left. Your prophet is such a coward now. right? But no, no, no. Now he has to cover himself up. So he didn't fight. He's brought obey the law, Hamza, Ali in the forefront. Now for the battle. He's not fighting. He's not a, you say, oh, he's not a coward. Moreover, he's a coward. But, he's got that egoic pride in him, arrogance. We're not going to back up, even if death is waiting for them. All these Muslims, the mental condition of the Muslims who were so unprepared for such an encounter. Now you see like how Allah helped them. So this is why the Shias have to put it this way, right? In addition to the decision of the Holy Prophet took not to attack the caravan and take possession of the rich booty, but to fight against the Quraysh army. The other facts which clearly show you haven't shown anything with facts, Shias even. Not only Sunnis, but at least Sunnis are very direct about it in Wikipedia. The decision by Allah, guided by Allah, he made this decision not to attack the caravan, but he would have. Please don't take it that he wouldn't have, right? So the other facts which clearly show that it was the pagans of Makkah who took the initiative to attack the Muslims are this is not a fact. The 13 days distance between Makkah and Medina, the Muslim traveled 3 days to meet the pagans of Makkah at Badr. Okay, who had already left Makkah 10 days before with full readiness to destroy the Muslims. To destroy the Muslim evil, criminal acts, attacking the caravan of Abu Sufyan. And the material, no, this is not a fact at all. You have exaggerated, again biased, discrepancies. And the material as well as the mental condition of the Muslims. Oh, Allah and where's Allah? And where's the messengers here, but he can't provide for them? Mental condition of Muslims who were so unprepared for such an encounter that they saw nothing but death waiting for them was such, right? They're mental. And you're risking their lives. The verse refers to the two alternatives mentioned in the commentary of verse 5 and 6, the merchandise of the caravan to face the Meccan army or to face the Meccan army in self-defense. Are you talking about self-defense here? What self-defense? Wanted to attack Abu Sufyan's caravan, Muslims. You should be caught and put in jail for the crime you have committed or attempted. You should be prevented from this criminal act of attacking caravans full of goods. Some of the companions desired to capture the caravan with merchandise guarded only by 40 unarmed men instead of confronting the strong army of 1,000 fully equipped warriors. But the Lord willed otherwise. He decided to put to test their faith and cut off the roots of the infidels. Put them to test. All help comes ultimately from Allah. Whatever the means, all help comes. Yes, yes. Muslim army wearied with its long march needed a refreshing rest, water purification. Now the pollution of shaitan on the Muslim army was uh, rain. Allah sent rain. Good news, your hearts, victory. And then when he caused calm to fall on you as a security from him and send down upon you water from the cloud. sent angels also to fight the foe. I think they were devils, so that the power base of the polytheism could be destroyed. Otherwise, as always, they would oppose the religion of Allah and its Prophet. That's true, yeah. You see, not that they would be killing the Muslims, but the power base of the polytheists has to be destroyed. Otherwise, they would only oppose the religion of Allah and its Prophet. Wait a minute. And guard their masjids and their rituals and their religion. They had to guard, not only oppose the religion of Allah and the Prophet, but this religion, why they're opposing, to guard their religion, they have to do this, oppose the religion of Allah, which doesn't allow mushriks at all, shirk, and it is an unforgivable sin. Doesn't allow idol worshipping, doesn't allow them to give water to the pilgrims, says it's not equal to believing in Allah and the last day and struggle in jihad. Doesn't allow them to maintain their masajids in Makkah. Do you get it or not, Shias? Thereafter, whoever opposes Allah and its Prophet shall be severely punished. Under Surah 8, Ayat 12, when your Lord revealed to the angels, I am with you. Therefore, make firm those who believe. I will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve. Therefore, strike off their heads and strike off every fingertip of them. Idribu. So those Muslims who told you even Idribu, Surah Nisa ayat 3-4, right? 34. Oh, it's leave them alone. No, you take the word meaning from here. Strike off the very fingertip of them. Not leave them alone. The women, don't beat them. Just leave them alone. Take the meaning of the word from this ayat. Surah 8 ayat 12, this moreover. And maybe they have hadiths which, contradicting the ayats, the idribu's meaning. Strike them with musak, toothbrush, toothpaste, from this tree. It's like a stick. No. Strike means idribu, means strike. Idribu means strike. I hope I'm pronouncing the Arabic word properly. So this same word is used in Surah 4, ayat 43. Surah 4, what is 34? Surah 4, ayat 34. Against the women who are disobedient to men. Whoever opposes Allah and His Messenger shall be severely punished. So can the polytheists oppose in any way Allah and His Messenger, whereas Allah and His Messenger oppose the polytheist practices, the polytheist beliefs, and shirk is unforgivable? And then we'll come to the Al Kitab also in Surah Tawbah. So whoever opposes, just an opposition has a wide meaning in English also. Oppose the declaration of the Holy Prophet at Ghadir Qawm, they should be severely punished. You see, now you are saying it yourself. You've said it here. Whoever opposes Allah and its Prophet shall be severely punished. Now, your so-called followers of the Holy Prophet also opposed the declaration of the Holy Prophet at Ghadir Qawm. So should they not be severely punished? Persecuted and deprived Ali and Fatima of their rights, killed and tortured their children, the progeny of the Holy Prophet, particularly Imam Hussein, the grandson of the Messenger of Allah in Karbala. You are not innocent. Can you see this? Thereafter, since after this, whosoever opposes Allah and his just opposing Allah and his Prophet shall be severely punished. Now, for the polytheists, for the Ahli Kitab, why should they be severely punished? Hearts of the infidels in order to destroy their morale, instill terror into the infidels. You see, you call them to help the Muslims. Okay. Now, thereafter, whosoever opposes Allah and His Prophet shall be severely punished, right? So, after this, they should be severely punished who opposes. Even in, like, see, what is the word for, what is the meaning of opposition? Let's see what. And I've looked at the Quran word too. So, opposing could be resisting or having dissenting view expressed in action or argument only by like through words, right? Arguing. You can't argue, you can't resist them, so you can't practice your religion. See this, right? The Ahli Kitab Muslims see this, Shia see this, or dissent. Let me see if I'm muted. No, I'm not muted. So there's considerable opposition to the proposal. Actions or opinions. That actions could be verbal or opinions. So you have to keep your mouth shut if you want, if you don't want to be severely punished. Now, actions or opinions that show that you disagree with or disapprove of someone or something. Thank you. Britannica, definition of opposition. They're going, so they've given a sentence explaining, showing you how you can use it. Actions or opinions that show that you disagree or disapprove of something or someone or something. You can't even do that. No action taken, no opinions given by the polytheists. They can't do that. The Ahli Kitab can't do this anymore. So you've got, you're the victor. You can punish them if they do this, right? So where were we? Which ayat? Here. Thereafter, whosoever opposes Allah and His Prophet shall be severely punished. Now you're telling us that they can be severely punished. Infidels. Polytheism could be so that the power base of the polytheism, only the power base of the polytheism or the polytheists also would be killed if they don't leave, keep Surah 9 ayats in view, if they don't become Muslims. So no, they were not. If they resisted, they would be punished severely. If they opened their mouth against Allah and His Prophet, they would be severely punished. So are you saying persecuted? They were not they were unjustly persecuted, deprived. Ali and Fatima for getting fadak and saying my after her father's death to Abu Bakr, that fadak I inherited it from my father, and how they got fadak from the Jews. I showed you that earlier on. The rights. Abu Bakr saw that Fatima did not fadak, how Holy Prophet got the fadak. But then he went on and he has done war. And, you know, after the death of Holy Prophet, he's done extensive war to win land and all this, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, I get that. But you see, now there's been a disaster, disturbance, great. And maybe now Abu Bakr, the shaitan came of this Islam somewhere. But now you see, this what happens. The fighting amongst each other, the persecuting now. It's the devil's ground. So, but who's the culprit? Allah and the Holy Prophet, right? Now it's going to be the devil's ground. It started. So Fatima of their rights killed and tortured their children, the, as if you didn't torture any child, right? Of theirs by killing their father, by killing their, making them orphans, making them widows. Children meaning killing their children, meaning when Imam Hussein was, yes, and Imam Hussein allowing, Imam Hussein was 60, how many years old in Karbala? How else shall I show you? What discrepancies? How else? I'm sorry, I'm not able to articulate properly. Show you. So, this we cannot take that from them they persecuted and deprived Ali. Ghadir Qum's proclamation, declaration. This rule also applies to those who oppose the declaration of the Holy Prophet at Ghadir Qum. Man kunta mawla fahadha aliyun mawla. Surah Maida at 65 commentary. But, Surah Maida at 55. Waliyakum. Allah, His Messenger, and the believers who bow, who go and ruku. So this is for Ali. So Ali should have been the first Imam for all Muslims, not Abu Bakr. So they deprived Ali and Fatima of their rights. And where's Allah now? Where are the angels? Huh? Where's Allah's lightning flashing and killing Abu Bakr? Whoever of them deprived Ali and Fatima, killed and tortured their children, the progeny of the Holy Prophet, particularly Imam Hussein, the grandson of the Messenger of Allah in Karbala, and held captives his family after Karbala. So, so you see, this, I'm tired. So all this. So Islam is the religion of the sword. Shias also, where you have missed to see. Okay, I hope now you see this. This has helped you, right? Okay, thank you. Uh, I'm going to take a break now, hemorrhaging, and it's been very difficult for me to do this. Even the the last previous live stream, where it was muted, I don't know why. I'm just guessing and suspecting. Oh, why it was muted. Uh, so if I'm suspecting the wrong people or my suspicions are wrong, then I apologize greatly. And thank you for your time and your patience here. Uh, but this is not muted here. I want okay. So thank you so much. At least the message, the understanding that I've shown you through this, you will understand now. You'll see the proper light, in the proper light, that it's the Muslims who are the aggressors because Allah wants them. And the Holy Prophet was the aggressor, and Imam Ali, and they wouldn't allow any religion to be practiced. It's not like Jews lived in peace with the Muslims of that time, even, and with the Holy Prophet. They were supposed to leave their religion. So that's why all these They were resisting. They didn't want to, those who didn't want to join or accept Islam and become Muslims. That's why the resistance, that's why they had to, if they disagreed, opposed, denied, they would be pursued. Like in Surah Nuh. Surah Nuh. Nuh says to Allah, I call them day and night. So this is how Prophet Muhammad started in Makkah. To call them day and night to leave their gods and this means not only just preaching the message of Allah, there's one Allah, and obey me, but also to leave their gods, leave what they are practicing now that the truth has come from Allah through His Messenger. So opposing this would be death, severe punishment. Unless you, then if you, or severe punishment until you accept Islam, the one God. You get it? This is how Islam is, the true picture of Islam that I'm showing to the Shias now through these ayahs and their tafsirs, where there are discrepancies and where they've got it all wrong, saying the oppressed or they unnecessarily, without any justification, opposed the Prophet, the Holy Prophet, Allah, the Holy Prophet, and thereafter the Ahl al Bayt, the Imams, snatched away their rights, and even went after the so called Muslims now, the hypocritical infidels, going after the followers of the Holy Prophet and its Ahl al Bayt, his holy progeny. Okay, so this I was showing. Thank you for your time and your attention. I hope you see this helping the Shias much and hoping they see this because this is what I have. Uh, and I'm struggling with my health also much now. So let's see, as long as I'm alive, पता नहीं क्या है मुझे. I that it's killing me. I should be taking care of myself, but this is how I choose to take care of myself. Is to help myself and you see what I've seen. Shias and Sunnis, all of you. So Sunnis, if you see from the, also my mission is, if you see from the ex-Muslims against your Sunni, against the sources you take, Islamic sources you take, don't go to the Shias, not even to the Ismaili. Although I like their things, posts on Facebook, I follow them, but just don't go become, an Ismaili or a Ahmadi. No, please, it's a false religion. It's not worth it. Stay in your truth. Seeing, at least we can see this. We don't know what the truth is, other truth is, but at least we can see this is not the truth. This is falsehood. So stay away from this. You've done a great job. This is a big step, one of the biggest steps you've taken, right? Very brave step you have taken. And I know you could be risking everything, your life and all. So stay in this, what you have found to be false. And then we can go from here to not this, nati nati, like the Hindus who take this kind of a way. Not this, not this. But at least what a big step you have taken. So don't think about, how to protect yourselves and all. There are secular system, there are atheists who are going on in life. It's not like lightning, or God forbid, or even if there is no God for you, then, whatever, we don't know. We just go on this. We remain with this, but at least in the confusion or in the doubts, but don't go for this surety. Don't go for this. This is a false religion. Okay? No sect. of Islam is true. Also, this. So don't be driven or pushed into another sect of Islam, school of thought of Islam, right? I know Shias maybe would want to go to Ismailis, like I would, but I've held myself back, right? No, all of it is false. Okay? So thank you very much, trying to help you to not go here and there or remaining, you know, to another school of thought of Islam. Okay? Thank you very much. I wish you the best. And if wishes, I don't know. But then we can help each other. I can keep coming here. And as human beings, maybe through our own help, distance, sending love, hugs, and whatnot, best wishes or best regards, even, and wish and wanting you to have a life, fulfilling life, without encroaching upon the rights of others or being rude or anything. So, but for truth, please speak up against falsehood, right? That you're not encroaching upon the Muslims' rights. Just speaking about it, exposing it. So this, and then we'll see what we can do now. I'm so tired. Okay, I have to go now. Thank you for your time and attention. I'm sorry I cannot be of more help to you and tell you that I can give you something that you can hold on to. But for now, above all, maybe love and humanity, yeah? Humanity. And live the life of your dreams and enjoy and let others also enjoy and fulfill their dreams and be happy for each other for humanity's sake. Do good for goodness sake. Be beneficial to others. Don't harm others, right? This way. And look at what they want, not what you want to give them. Maybe they don't want what you want to give them. What you want to give them may make you happy, but not them happy. So ask them what will make you happy, right? So that I can give you that. As long as we're not harming others. Okay? So, like that, and be thoughtful. I wish the best for you then. Your greatness should be there, right? And why hasn't it, since it didn't come out, wishing that Muslims, in you, your greatness, like, what is this greatness, right? What consists of this greatness? So, sometimes even silence has a greatness, but not when you have to come to this greatness, you have to leave this religion like robbing caravans. So, what is the greatest consolation? For me, I can tell you it was that I did not betray someone who betrayed me as being harmed or betrayed. I did not harm anyone. And the greatest consolation is this: at the end of the day, if I see myself and I succeed, uh, when someone is getting angry at me, abusing me, I did not abuse them back. I give them wishes, best regards. This is my aim. This was my aim. So in college, I was like, oh, today I didn't get angry at someone, I didn't lose it. And, the greatest consolation is someone hurt me, someone taunted me about my grandmother, about the vein, Irani blood I have, but I didn't say anything back to them. So, where you don't need to say anything back, but where you need to say, because human rights violations are happening and people are wasting their time living falsehood in a false religion, then you have to speak out. Speak for that. Speak, and help them come out of this. And where we can be patient and harmed in certain ways that we can keep our patience and walk away gracefully. Okay, we need to also see that. So the greatest consolation for me was when I was being hurt in certain ways there, and I kept my patience and I wished them the best and I never taunted them back. Thank you so much for your time and attention again.